Hi, She-Hulk fans. Welcome to Tori Talks with Dr. S. I'm Tori. This is Dr. S. We're going to talk about She-Hulk. This is the finale episode. It's episode 9, and it's called Whose Show Is This? And not only did she break the fourth wall, she broke the ceiling and the floor. Like, this was so cool.
It was so weird. I'm still processing what I thought of this whole thing.
Yeah.
I kind of have to say that I loved it because it was so weird.
It was so original. Never seen anything like it.
Anytime I've never seen it before, I have to give it applause.
Props. Yeah.
Yeah. Was it like, I don't know, it was just weird.
I know.
It was so weird.
I know, but
I'm still okay with it. I'm
weird.
going to watch it again tonight with my family.
Yeah.
And see, I kind of like the communal response too. Like, how are other people going to be? Are we going to laugh out loud together? Because it was just me by myself at the crack of dawn watching this.
You do need
and I was like, what the heck is she doing? She's crawling out of the Disney interface.
Well, I thought that my Disney Plus went out to the main menu.
Yeah, we're supposed to think that, right?
We all thought that, right?
Oh my gosh, that was so cool. And then I actually rewound it because wait, which one did she go into?
I rewound it too.
Yeah, so wait, because I didn't quite catch it. So
Assembled.
She went into one of the assembled because she knew that she could go behind the scenes and get the creators.
I thought that was so cool.
Now that I'm talking about it, I think it's even cooler.
Yeah.
But at first I was like, whoa, this is so weird.
I really liked it.
Yeah.
I like that little
gimmick.
And
then, yeah, totally.
Okay, well, let's talk about the story first before we got there. So she was in prison because she had a little bit of an outburst for good reason, like all that stuff that happened at the gala. And we have Mallory, Nikki, and Pug to help her. But she does have to wear her little inhibitor ankle bracelet so she won't turn into She-Hulk. She was fired. Got to move back in with her parents. Things are not going well for her. So Nikki decides to bait the haters, and she sends Pug in. He's so uncomfortable.
I did love that. And he was like with the big old AirPod sticking out of his ear.
Yeah.
Not at all suspicious.
No, not at all. And our good friend Todd was there.
As you called it.
Yeah.
He was behind the whole, what's it called?
Intelligentsia.
Yes. Oh, I'm the creator of Intelligentsia. He's too stupid to do anything like that.
Oh my gosh.
I'm the Hulk King. Gross. He's so gross.
Gross. That's the word for him. He is gross. So it turns out Abomination is like hosting or like a guest speaker of this
so at
event.
first I was like, I knew it. He's been bad this whole time. But then he wasn't really that bad.
No.
He's just making some extra cash doing guest speaking gigs.
Yeah.
That was kind of funny.
Because when Jen sees him and they're kind of like doing the whole fighting thing, he picks her up to save her, to help her. So then I was like, okay.
Exactly.
You're okay.
The second the guy in the retreat was like, oh, there's a speaking gig private event downstairs, I was just like, oh my God, it's where Pug is with the bad reception.
Oh, yeah.
Are you freaking kidding me?
And then we got Titania jumping in there, Hulk jumping in there, and then it turns out Todd stole her blood, so he becomes a Hulk. But wait, she is not okay with that. I like that she's talking to us.
I was not okay with that either. I was like, are you kidding me? This is so dumb. Don't tell me they're going to thrash this whole place. This is so stupid.
It doesn't even make sense
for
it
it
to
to
come
Hulk
back
here.
Yeah, it doesn't make
sense. He wasn't here this whole time.
So I like that she calls it out.
Just as I wanted to happen. Yeah, that was a beautiful moment.
That was really cool. So when she goes into the assembled
thumbnail?
Yes. Then she's looking for Kevin, K.E.V.I.N, because first she has to
it's
confront
Kevin Feige. You know
I thought it was Feig.
Well, I know I thought it was Feig, but then they always say Feige. It's Feige,
good.
right? Because I hear everyone say Feige. Like I hear the celebs say Feige in the assembleds.
Very good.
So that's why I said that.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. So, first she confronts the writers, like, what are you doing? Like, let's stop this. And then Kevin, K.E.V.I.N, is like a robot, and it stands for Knowledge Enhanced Visual Interconnectivity Nexus. All this Nexus stuff. So she's like, no, you need to change the ending. You need to take this out, kind of like contours it, curates it.
I love how she did that. It's like how she wanted it. I like the little teasers that Kevin threw in, though, like, oh, we'll save that. Or she said, like, oh, we should do this in season 2. He's like, there's no season 2. We'll save it for the big screen. Really? No.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, what? Nothing.
Oh, it was so fun.
It's like a teaser of information with nothing at the end.
Right. So wait, is there a season 2?
I don't know.
I don't
think so. I mean, she's a character that lives on, so she's got to come back somewhere.
Well, they arrest Todd, and she's going into court to start this case against him.
Right. I personally would love a season 2 because also she was like, oh, I would like to see more Daredevil because we didn't get enough. Great, we saw him. How cute were they at the little family get together?
Like barbecue.
Who doesn't want to see more of that? I want to see more of that.
I want to see more of that.
I like how she called it out. Like, this is a legal comedy, so we need to get that. This is not a superhero thing.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yes. That's what we've been saying. This was just an origin story, right? Like how she became She-Hulk and a little bit of like comedy, legal stuff, the dating stuff. It was never supposed to be this like,
yeah.
And if it became that today, we would have been mad.
That's true.
I don't know if other people would have been happy, but it would have been kind of weird.
So when Bruce comes to the barbecue and he brings his son Scar, do you already know who that is?
I don't know who that is. Okay. I know that, so the place where he went to, Sakaar, is where in Thor Ragnarok, Hulk was in that movie a lot, in that Thor movie.
Okay.
And for a long time, he was out there, like, basically doing, like, Fight Club. So I guess he must have had a kid.
Okay, so you've never met this kid.
No, this is like the first. But I do remember in our very first couple episodes of this season, one of our viewers mentioned this whole theory, but he said it was a total theory out of nowhere, but it involved a love child. And I remember saying that would be so amazing if that was true, but I thought it could not be because he said it was just totally a theory out of thin air. But maybe there is something in the comics. I don't know, but there he is with his son, Scar.
Well, then isn't that fun?
It's so cute. Yeah. But then where's the partner?
Who is the partner? Was that to set up for like another Hulk movie? I don't know. I don't really know how that all
There's never been a Hulk movie after the first Hulk movie because of the whole rights thing. I don't know who has the rights. I can't remember, but it's not Disney or whatever. So, but that's why he's been in a bunch of other movies, but no Hulk movie.
Got it.
But I would love to see more. We need to find out what happened.
Yeah, because you can't just throw that out there.
No.
Then.
And when he was off in Sakaar, he was like Hulk. Trapped in Hulk, like there was no Bruce at that time.
Right.
It wasn't until later that he learned to like navigate the two personalities. So yeah.
My gosh.
I know. I wonder if he couldn't be a dad back then until he like. I don't know, but wouldn't that be a great comedy?
Yeah.
Maybe season 2 should just be the Hulks.
Yes.
Full house.
Oh my gosh, how funny would that be? I would love it.
Gosh, please.
Well, there is a little mid-credit scene, which I don't understand if that's supposed to be a nugget for something to come, but Wong basically teleports Blonsky, like they're gonna go hang out, or is that just the hangout?
Well, because doesn't Wong owe Blonsky, like I forgot how that whole storyline went, but basically like Blonsky wasn't guilty because Wong had made him do whatever he did, so I guess Wong's paying him back, saving him, and he's taking him to the Kamar-Taj, where I guess he can just meditate and have Wi-Fi.
That's all he wants.
Yeah, because I mean, it's just like chill and practice. Maybe he'll learn some sorcery.
Were you happy that he ended up not being a big bad guy? Like,
oh my gosh, yes, because when it looked like he was going to be bad after all, which I did suspect, I was like, no, don't do that.
That would be
too easy, too like obvious. So I don't know. I was just very confused in a good way by this whole thing because I'd never seen anything like that before. This was such a weird show.
You know, it was, and to have it just totally go off the rails, it was a good finale. Yes. I will say that. Yeah, like if they did that all along, we'd be like, okay, stop it. Like you're doing too much. Too many gimmicks. But this to end it on this, I get it.
Yes, I love that it didn't revert to the formula, and I love how they were aware of the formula,
and they called out the formula.
Yes, that Kevin said that he is the master of the perfect mass entertainment formula. Because I mean, for me, in my opinion, most of the MCU is near perfect in terms of entertainment.
Oh, nice.
There's a few exceptions, but
I want to know your exceptions, but another time.
Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness.
There you go.
Piece of poop.
Oh.
Not really piece of poop, but not that great.
Oh, I love that.
In my opinion. Okay. But yeah, so I love that they were self-conscious about that and that it didn't become what most of the movies become. Big fight sequence at the end. I thought you would be happy about that.
Yes.
I love that. There was no huge fight sequence. I was really mad that she got in so much trouble for just breaking some screens. Yeah. When, I mean, other Avenger movies, like, they've destroyed whole cities. I mean, they did get in trouble, but most of the time they got away with it.
Yeah, that's true.
Got seen as heroes, ultimately, so...
She got out right away, but yeah, I know that maybe that was a little too harsh of a punishment.
Yeah, she went into some maximum security for just breaking some screens.
I know, what the heck. Well, wow, what do you think of the series overall?
I really liked it. I found myself laughing out loud a lot in many episodes. I love the weirdness of it.
Yep.
I love weird, quirky shows.
Yes.
And I love that it played with the whole expectations of what a Marvel film or TV show should be. I haven't thought that any of the TV shows were really like the movies. Like WandaVision was super weird.
Yeah.
And it did have, of course, big fighting at the end with like Agatha and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But most of it was not like that. It was just kind of like weird, confusing. Loki also weird, confusing. So I just kind of think the TV shows don't do the typical.
Yes, and I will say this one has been the most digestible for someone like me who is not even really a fan of this genre. So I actually just say thank you for making this, because it was light, it was fun, it was easy to follow. I didn't have to know too much about the backstory. I could have known nothing about it, and or even have you tell me anything, and I still could have enjoyed it.
Yes, so, because it's just little everyday humor.
Yeah.
And I kind of think a lot of the shows, my favorite parts of them, the TV shows, have been not the actiony sequences that movie lovers want, or like what's in the movies that would come to TV, but just the personal moments, like the interactions, like in Hawkeye, the little like funny repartee between Hawkeye and what's her name? I forgot her name. Young Hawkeye. Kate Bishop, yes. Yeah, just like the little interactions, like the talking, you know. So yeah, I just love all that stuff. So we got more of that in this show, and I don't know, I thought it was good. It's
also hard for someone like me who, I don't know, I get distracted easily. It's hard for me to sit for like an hour and a half, 2 hour movie. So when you break it up into episodes, it's easier for me as well. I think maybe I am the target audience. But that means, like, that only helps the MCU because you're recruiting people like me, right? You know?
Well, and I only watched the movies after watching WandaVision, because before that I had seen Iron Man in the theater, and then pretty much maybe I saw the Hulk, and then I didn't watch anything for like 11 years.
Wow.
And then we decided to review WandaVision, and I was very intrigued by who all these people were, and then I binged. Maybe 4 months later I was done, and now I've watched the movies 2 times over.
Gosh.
The show's 2 times over
You're my
as
hero.
well. And I love them. Like, I cannot wait for Black Panther, Wakanda Forever to come out. I already have my tickets. I go opening weekend now.
What?
So the TV shows got me in.
Well, I started to do the whole timeline watching them, and I couldn't get into them. I'm so sorry if it disappoints you.
It's not for everyone.
I like the contrast here. Huge fan. Take it or leave it. But I do like the shows. I do. But anyway, oh my gosh. This has been a really fun ride. What did you all think of this episode, but also the entire series? Hey, haters, come on in, join in on this as well. Let us know what you thought of it also, but also the people that loved it or just kind of liked it. Let us know. Comment below. And if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. And then, I don't know, we'll see you at some point. We're going to do lots of reviews of other shows, so please look out for us. Thank you, everybody. Bye.